Emily here with Jay Bowen and Company. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. We're gonna do a live. It's Friday night and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So on today's live, we are going to do some Halloween and maybe some fall Halloween. It just depends. I'm gonna get you guys to vote and decide what y'all wanna do. More fall, more Halloween. We have some decoupage products or projects that we're going to do, and then we also have a spackling project. I know we're going to do those two for sure, and we also have a tray. So I'm just going to let you guys jump on here for a second, grab you something to drink. We're going to have a lot of fun. If you have anything to work on, you'll start working on it. I'm going to get me a Diet Coke here. I hope you're all having a good night. Say hello. I'd love to see who is on here. If this is your first time here, say hello. If it's your been here before, leave me a heart emoji. Either way, just say hello. I'm Emily with Jay Bowen and Company. If you've not been here before, I love to do DIY projects, thrift flips. I sell all kinds of different paint lines, IOD, Whymsykel decoupage papers, all kinds of fun things. And we're gonna have some fun tonight. So, hey Luann, how are you doing? What's going on? I'm glad you're on here. Good evening. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to do a decoupage project, and we are going to use this really cute decoupage paper. I still have some left on my website. It's called the Boo Crew. Can y'all see that? These are little dogs, okay? We are going to make over this tray is going to be one project. We are going to put some on a canvas, okay? And then also, if we have time, we're going to do a spackling project on this. This is a cutting board. But what I want to know is what we're going to do on this cutting board. Are we going to do, we have a choice. We could do a pumpkin or we could do a ghost. So, hello in Canada. I'm so glad you enjoy my lives. We're going to have some fun. So what I need y'all to vote on when everyone gets on here is we are going to vote. Do we want to do a ghost on here or a pumpkin? So y'all help me decide. I've never done one of these projects. We're going to do it together and see how it goes. So I just need to know if we're going to do a pumpkin, we can either do it with a orange background or like a prairie gray. I thought I had one other color over here. Maybe I don't have it here. That weathered wood is a pretty color too. Or we could do, if we're going to do a ghost, we could do it with a black, little black dress or old school. So it just depends on what we're going to, you know, what we're going to make. So y'all need to vote on what we're going to make. Do y'all want to make a ghost or do you want to make a pumpkin? Y'all put in the comments, ghost or pumpkin. What would y'all rather see? So I couldn't decide if we were going to do Christmas or we were going to do fall or Halloween, but I decided, you know, we're closer to Halloween. We'll go ahead and do that. Yes, he is still enjoying France. Or not France. He's actually in Italy right now. He's in Italy. You want to do a pumpkin? Okay, so he's in Italy. He is in Rome. They took a private tour of some kind of basilica today. So anyway, they are having a great time over there. I barely got to talk to him today because he was just, you know, the time zone and all that. But yes, thank you for asking about that. Okay, so we got one vote for a pumpkin. It's probably not going to be a jack-o'-lantern. It'd be more like a fall pumpkin, because it might be a little harder to do. Of course, we could probably do it, but I think it would be, on this project, it would be a little better to do a jack-o'-lantern. I mean, a fall pumpkin. So you guys say hello. Give me that thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get started, okay? No need to wait here. Okay, so we've got this paper. This is one of the Whymsykel papers. If you've never used them, they're really fun to use. We are going to open, oh, you know what I need? I need a spray bottle, Bo. I don't know if my spray bottles, can you please go get the spray bottle, Bowen, from our bathroom? Bowen. Okay, she's gonna go get that in a second. Okay, so this is the Boo Crew decoupage paper. It's 21 inches by 29 inches. And we're gonna do some fun stuff with it today, okay? Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, so on this particular paper, you get 9 different images. 4. What am I talking about? You get 4 different images, okay? See them? It's 21 inches by 29 inches. I think that's where I got a little bit mixed up. Okay, so I need my daughter to go get me the ice cream, but she gave me the whole, she is eating ice cream, okay? I need her to go get me my spray bottle, but she's eating ice cream, which y'all can't see is right there, she's eating ice cream. I should just turn the camera around so y'all should see this. So y'all wanna see what's going on over here. Y'all never get to see behind the scenes. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around. There's Bowen. Say hi, Bowen. So that's what's on the other side. In case y'all are ever wondering what's on the other side of what I'm seeing, this is the other side of my kitchen. Okay, so that's why I got a little confused. Okay, now y'all see what's going on right there. So we're gonna make several things. We're gonna make some Halloween projects. We've got this adorable Boo Crew paper. I still have a few. They're sold out online on, the Whymsykel site, but I still have some of these on my website. In the link in the description, you can find all the products I sell, a link to my website, and you can find a link to the Whymsykel paper. This is called the Boo Crew, okay? So we're gonna put those on this. And then we're gonna do, y'all need to vote. We're gonna either do a pumpkin or we're going to do, a ghost. Okay, they're saying they just finished eating some ice cream too. Okay, hello from Tennessee via Minnesota. That's a big change. That is a big change. Okay, so let's go ahead and we could probably start on this tray since Bowen is going to be eating her ice cream for just a second. So to begin with, you just need like a dark color. This is fine because it's already a light color. So, hey, Carrie. How's it going? Okay, so we're gonna decide what we're gonna do first. Okay, y'all voted. Are we gonna do a pumpkin or are we going to do a ghost? I think y'all want to do pumpkin, but what we need to decide is what color do we want to do it on? Do we want to do the pumpkin with the orange, or do we want to do it on this prairie gray, or we could do a pumpkin on black? What color do y'all think? Y'all vote in the comments what color we should paint this. In the meantime, I'm going to get some white. So please go get me that spray bottle. No. I need it now. There's no more time. No, I'm not going to leave and go get it. Uh-oh, guess what? Here. Look at here. Lucky me, I've got a spray bottle right here. Okay. Okay, so can y'all see this okay? I'll put it down a little bit more so y'all can see. Sometimes y'all say you can't see over the writing. There you go. Okay, so we're just going to clean this off. Just have 2 more of these left in here. Oops. So we're just going to give it a good clean first. I'm doing good. We just got back from eating out. We went to the Outback Steakhouse. Yeah, the Outback Steakhouse, Carrie. The Australian steakhouse here, well, kind of Australian themed steakhouse. And we took my son and my daughter and her friend and my husband all went to the steakhouse. So I got this cutting board for 50 cents. I just grabbed it out of my stash a little while ago, and I think on second thought I'm going to paint it with a different kind of paint. I'm not going to paint it with DIY paint because I don't want to deal with sealing it tonight. Yeah, okay. So what are y'all doing tonight? Y'all let me know what's going on in your world. Okay, so I've got some paints right here. We're going to start out by, let's see here. Okay, so y'all are going to vote. We've got, I'm going to grab a few colors here that we can use to make a pumpkin, and y'all get to decide. Is that okay? Y'all are going to decide here. Okay, let's see here. We're grabbing a few colors. Do y'all want to do the pumpkin? Ooh, that's kind of cool too. Okay, I'm looking at these colors. Okay, what color should we do this pumpkin in? Should we go for orange or one of these neutral ones? Y'all help me vote. See if y'all are saying anything. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to make the decision myself. I make a lot of decisions in the day, so I kind of like y'all help me make decisions. I just thought, if y'all could vote, Luann, you know you want to vote. What color, Luann, should we paint? We'll do the pumpkin for you, but what color should we paint the board? Can y'all see this? Purple, I guess we could. A neutral. Okay, so not an orange. So here's some colors. Which one of these? Okay, we've got, I'm going to show y'all. These are Rethunk junk. We've got Coastal Gray, okay? We've got Sahara, okay? We've got Hazelnut, or we also have Wheatfield Gray. You think the gray one? Okay, so the pumpkin is going to be white, at least to begin with. It's going to be white, okay? So we just need the background painted, okay? So y'all think the gray would be pretty? You think the gray would be good? If you want to do the gray, I think that would be pretty good. It'll be something different, and it'll be neutral and different, and we'll just go with the gray. Now, imagine if you're doing yours, you can do whatever color you want to. We'll just do the neutral gray, okay? And let me get a little. I ran out to my garage a little while ago and grabbed a few things for a live. Wasn't quite sure what I was going to do, but my popsicle sticks are in the bottom of this basket. Okay, so we're going to get this. Okay, so I'm just going to stir it up. This is called Coastal Gray from Rethunk Junk. Okay, of course you can use any gray you have. I've got grays in Fusion, and I've got grays in DIY paint, whatever you want. Okay, so we're just going to paint this cutting board. I cleaned it real good. I bought it for 50 cents. And we're going to make a cute little decoration. This is going to be pretty fast and pretty easy, but it's going to take a few little steps because the paint's going to have to dry. But while it's drying, we'll do something different. So we're just going to paint it. This is an all-in-one paint. It's a local Georgia paint. I sell it in my store at OCC, out of the Cedar Chest in Gainesville, Georgia. But it has a built-in primer and a built-in top coat. Okay, you're gonna have to go to another room, Bowen. Okay, she's in here talking to her friend. Okay. Can y'all see the screen okay? Y'all let me know if you can see what I'm painting. Sometimes those words kind of get in the way. Okay. So here we go. 2 coats should be great on something like this. 2 coats usually covers pretty good, okay? So we're gonna just put that to the side, okay? We're gonna put it right here, okay. Now I'm gonna take out a white color. Well, that's kind of, let's just find a white in here. Let's see here. These are all my Rethunk junk samples. So, let me see something. That one should be fine too. That's kind of a light gray, but that would probably be fine too. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, well, you know what? We could start with this. No, we need to go ahead and start on this tray so we can get it painted, okay? So we're going to, I really don't think that even needs to be painted. But we could do a light coat really fast on the bottom. Hi Karen, hello everyone. I hope you're all having a great night. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. Okay, so we're doing some Halloween projects. This is a decoupage project. We're going to we're gonna go ahead and just paint the bottom of this real quick because it won't be very hard. This is just oh, I guess I grabbed the cotton one. I thought I had the other one, but this will be fine. This is just a white to make sure that the paper shows up really good. Okay. So we're just gonna put white here. Okay. We're working on several projects. This is how I usually do my projects. Bowen, you're gonna have to go to the other room, please. Bowen, please go to the other room. Well, you can't talk to Audrey. She's talking to her friend on her phone right here. Well, I can hear y'all talking. I don't know if y'all can hear her talking or not. Okay, so here we go. Are y'all working on crafts tonight, or are you just hanging out? What's going on tonight? What's everyone been working on? Y'all leave in the comments. Y'all let me know. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy in the comments. Let me know what y'all are working on. Okay, so probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to decoupage it, and then I will paint the edges after it's dry. This won't take very long. It only needs one coat of paint, and then it will dry, and then we'll work on that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our canvas. Okay, this is my canvas. I bought a whole stack of these canvases at a garage sale a while ago. What did I put? I thought I brought a little bitty brush over here. Okay, I'm going to wet cut this. But yeah, I bought all these less than $1, and they're good size. I can't remember what they are. I think they're like 11 by something, a huge stack of them. What are these sizes? Let's see here. 11 by 14. And I got them for less than $1. So look at garage sales. You can find out, you can find a lot of art supplies at garage sales, like things like canvases and stuff like that. Okay, I think I'm going to pick this green one because he's kind of cute. Look how cute he is. I don't know, that might be good for the tray. Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to wet cut this. This will prevent there from being like a hard crease. It probably won't really matter on this project. Maybe I should have done that on the back. I think I should have done that on the back. No, it's kind of coming through. Okay, so let's see here. We're just going to wet cut it a little bit. So wet tear it. So we're going to put some water on there. Well, tell your husband I said hello. I kind of debated, should I go ahead and get in bed and watch a movie, or should I do a live? But we decided to do a live because, you know, I got ready to go out to eat, so I'm like all fixed up. So I thought it would be a good time to do a live right now while I'm all ready, because I don't know, tomorrow my husband's going somewhere for work, and I'm going to be here with the kids, and I have plans on getting my house in order and maybe doing a little decorating, because I have not decorated yet for really anything for fall or Halloween or anything like that. And I was telling my kids that it would be fun to get some stuff out for the fall. Okay, so here's this one. This little guy's so cute. I don't know. I kind of almost want him to be on the tray, but really they're all cute. Let's see. We're going to get that little guy. I don't even know what kind of dogs these are. I'm not real good about breeds. What kind of dogs are these, y'all? Y'all know? They look like some of my neighbor's dogs. Okay. Speaking of dogs, we're actually keeping my brother's dog, Mr. Big. Is he still back? Where'd Mr. Big go? He was back there just a second ago, but he must have gotten up. So all I'm doing is putting some water on this little, whatever this is, paintbrush. Y'all, I've lost my mind tonight. I put it on this paintbrush, and then I am just going to cut it like this. I'm going to go ahead and cut it all so they're just done. I like to do projects like batch projects, batch craft, so that I can get it done all at once, because these should have already been in my booth. But they're so cute. I was thinking about doing Christmas, and then I was like, you know what? Y'all might like some Halloween. So Yorkies, yeah, I think they are Yorkies. I think you're right. Okay, aren't those cute though? I think they're so cute. Okay, so we're going to let's go ahead and put this one on the canvas. I'm going to show you how to do it. I've got a fine mister bottle. We're just going to spray it, and it's going to get some of those, it's going to release some of those wrinkles, okay? We're going to spray it, and then I'm just going to put it right here to the side while we prepare our canvas, okay? I'm going to get some liquid patina, which this is DIYS. Uh-oh, sometimes it gets stuck. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I got too much stuff sitting out here. Okay, sometimes this kind of stuff gets stuck. There we go. Okay, so it's basically like glue. So sometimes it does get stuck. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I already got this on my fingers. Okay, we are going to take, we'll just take this big old nice, this is a nice brush, probably too nice of a brush to be using. We'll take this one, it's cleaned out. This is just like a cheaper brush. Okay, and we're going to put it on here. Y'all, if you caught last live, I've got to tell y'all, and I need to put a warning on that. So we made those candles last time, and I used regular ground coffee, and there's actually some in this liquid patina, so you can kind of see it a little bit. You cannot use regular coffee on those candles, because I did, and it caught on fire. So I didn't know you couldn't use that, but be careful. Don't use the liquid patina on your candle. I'm not liquid patina, regular coffee grounds on those grunge candles. Okay, so here's the little guy. I should have done a starter strip, but I just forgot. But this will be okay. He's gonna fit, let's see, really good. If you want to, you can do a little starter strip. I'm not doing that because it's pretty little and I forgot. But you can do a little starter strip, and then you're just going to rub it down. You can also use a brayer, or you can just use your hands, okay? And you're just gonna smooth it down. Because this is a small decoupage project, you don't really have to do a starter strip, but you could. On the bigger ones, you definitely need to do a starter strip. In a second, I'm going to show y'all this table I've been working on. Are y'all over? Yes. Okay, so I used regular coffee grounds though. It wasn't the instant kind, and I think that's what happened, because it was the regular one. I don't know, but it smelled like burnt coffee in my house. So just use those other the other coffee ground, like the instant ones. Okay, so I'm just using some liquid patina, and we're just gluing it down. You see how easy that was? Now, there's two schools of thought. You can just wait a little while. I used to always wait until it dried, okay? But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just going to take my brush, and we're just gonna go on top. I like to do like brush strokes. Really, you can just do anything. I just wouldn't do like straight up and down. You can do any pattern you want. It's just in case you happen to see the brush strokes, you want to, you know, in case you happen to see your decoupage medium. I don't want to see straight up and down streaky. I want it to look like a painting. Okay, so what I didn't tell you guys is, you know, this particular Boo Crew sheet comes in the 4 different sizes. You can put these on trays, on whatever, like you use regular coffee. Is that what you're saying? Anyway, you can put these on trays. You can put them on canvases. You can put them on like tin cans, whatever you want to, and you can make artwork out of here. I want to show you something else real quick because Christmas is coming up. I just restocked on some papers. In fact, I need to put some more papers on my website, but this is a great one. This is called the Vintage Santa one right here. If y'all haven't gotten that, you need to get this one. These are gorgeous Santas. I did a video last year using these, but they are gorgeous. I decided to order them again. I got some other ones in too. I've kind of restocked on some, and then some I have to go back and add them. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I just didn't really feel like it today. Okay. Now, here's the thing though. I didn't put the Mod Podge on the outside because I thought, well, it's just for my house. It won't matter. And that might have been the problem. Hey, Leslie. Okay, so you see how cute it's looking? So after you let it dry, we're just going to take some sandpaper, and you will just sand it down like this and down like this. And then you just take some paint that matches, and you'll blend around the edges. If you've never seen this on any of my videos, you can check out, I have a whole playlist of Whymsykel decoupage papers, and it's a whole playlist of videos where I do this. So I want to show y'all something else. I'm going to put that right there to dry for a second. I want to show you this table that I've been working on. if you follow me over on Facebook, which you should if you haven't, that was probably the problem. So you need a seal. So anyway, I've been working on this horse table. I just had a little tiny strip. I showed it to you in my last live. I'm finished. I just need to put the top coat, the very last top coat, and I'm going to put Ultra Guard by Fusion on the top. But I want to show y'all how cute, how good this is turning out. But, ooh, this is kind of a big table. Here we go. This is called the Heart Horse table. Okay, this is called the Heart Horse table. Can y'all see that? This table I had to do, I can't even tell which side it was anymore. I believe I painted like this much. Yeah, this side about 3 inches. I painted on this. Can y'all see this? Yeah, so this turned out really pretty. This is the Heart Horse table. I'm gonna do like, I did like a video, put a picture on my Facebook. But yeah, it's really, really pretty. This was just a table that was white. It was like a farmhouse looking table. I didn't make the table, but I put the Whymsykel paper on here. I painted it black. I put the Whymsykel paper, and then about 3 inches here is painted because the paper wasn't quite big enough. Yeah, well, that's the point, Carrie, is that you don't see it. You just paint until it blends in. Isn't that cool, though? Okay, see how it looks? I painted it black, and then I put that on the top. It's really heavy. I'm going to put it down, though. What do y'all think about that? Whoa. There goes the tray. Okay. But I have a lot of videos on how to do that. So, okay. Well, thank you very much. I am an artist, but all of you guys are artists too. You can all do. What in the world? Okay, I've done all this. Sorry, I got an email. I didn't understand that. But yeah, I did that. It's really easy. You just decoupage that on top, and then you paint it. It's very easy and very fun. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. That would be great. I'm trying to grow my channel to 10,000. Not that it really matters. Nothing's going to happen at 10,000. It's just a fun little goal. So okay, so let's see where we are. Okay, we're now here. It's still a little bit wet, but we're going to go ahead and put some more paint on here. Okay. And I have a ton of videos, probably over 100 videos, if you're interested in seeing just about any kind of thrift flip you'd like to see. All seasons. I've been on YouTube over a year now, so I have all the different seasons. I have, you know, full playlists for Halloween, Christmas, fall, spring, garden, whatever it is you want. So if you're interested in any of those, you can check them out. And if you want to see how I do any of the blending, stick around. I'm going to hopefully do it tonight if the stuff dries fast enough. Okay. If not, you can check out a number of videos and I show you exactly how to do it. I didn't do that horse table on a video because I just didn't really want to. I just didn't want to. You're a floral artist. Nice. What happened with the coffee candles? Oh, it caught on fire. It caught on fire, but I think it's because I didn't seal it. That was the problem. Okay. So let's see here. You are welcome. I hope you subscribe. That would be awesome. Okay, so now we've got two, but I'm going to try them again. So I went out to, hello Kimberly, how are you? I went out to Dollar Tree the very next day after we did that live just to see if they had cinnamon and stuff like that, and they did. Here you go, $1.25. You can get things that I got. They had cinnamon and they had pumpkin spice, like spices. So I thought I'm gonna make some more of those, but I thought I needed to get some of that. I thought you had to have instant coffee because my coffee is like, I used regular coffee, not like instant kind. So let's see here. Okay, so that one is drying. I'm gonna show, oh, I have some news for y'all. So So yesterday I was running the kids all over the place. I had to take them to tutoring, and we had a flag football game and a softball game. Anyway, I dropped one off, cruised through the neighborhood, coming back home. No joke, there was a Christmas explosion in someone's, like all this Christmas stuff, like to throw away, like anyone could pick it up or whatever. So it was so cool. I picked up like 10 Santas, a large sled, like a bottle brush tree, Christmas tags, Christmas ribbon. I can't even remember, tons of stuff. Anyway, this is something I almost didn't pick up. See this? Because I was like, I don't know, that's kind of hokey. But then I started thinking, you know what? I could paint that like a neutral or something and put a wax, and it would be like a lot more my style. Plus there's a crack here, so that needs to be filled in. But I don't really know what this is. Yeah, isn't that cool though? I couldn't believe it. Y'all just imagine pulling up to the street. Okay, look, you're just driving through the street, and there was like, it was like 8 feet by 4 feet all Christmas. But I left the only stuff I left behind was like some wrapping paper that wasn't nice, some old bows. There was some Christmas boxes and stuff like that, junk. Oh, I got 2 nutcrackers, 2 nutcracker tins. What else, Bowen? I can't remember what else I got. I'm gonna clean this while we're waiting on that. But yeah, I know. You know, all these people film videos of the stuff they find on the curb. Not me. I needed to pick it up. I'm not going to film a video. What if someone else came and got it? So I didn't film. I just got it. But I thought that I would show you guys. I'll have some videos and stuff. Yeah, and I got some tags. I thought I brought those tags in. Oh yeah, tissue paper, because I thought I have all the, I thought I brought those tags in. Let me see if I brought those in. Maybe I didn't. They're round tags. They're just, all they are craft tags. They're like round tags. A whole brand new package of them. I know. So I did. I was just driving. Okay, imagine I'm just driving along, driving. Like, what the heck? Christmas. Like someone was just like, oh, let's get rid of that. There was one box and it said those glass ornaments, but nothing was in it, but one broken ornament, so I didn't take it. Let's see if there was any ornaments. Oh yeah, there were 3 of those mini wreaths like you get at Hobby Lobby. There's a big star. I like this star. It was kind of out of like that really thin grapevine stuff, but it had like all kind of, it's got like greenery on it, but I don't really like it, so I probably want to do something else. Let's see here. What else was in there? I can't remember, but it was like it was like what dreams are made of. You know, you're like, if I could only find something really cool. Yeah, so I just went ahead and got it because I thought this is perfect. I can just put it in my booth, and because not really any of it was anything that I would really want to like keep for myself, but I could put it in my booth for like a, you know, a good price because I got it for free. Oh, a big bag, like this big bag of all those little pom-poms, like red, white ones. Let's see, what else? I'll have to think. A tree topper, but it was just kind of, it looks like something you just kind of get at Walmart or something. So, but anyway, it was a real big score, but I was in a hurry. That was another thing. I didn't have time to like take video. Plus, who wants to see that anyway? It was kind of junky because you could tell, I couldn't really tell if someone had been through it or they just kind of threw it out there. But anyway, I was like, when does that ever happen? I couldn't even believe it. I was like, wow, cool. So anyway, so would y'all have picked up this? You think you would have picked up this? I literally was like, I'm not going to pick that up. But then I was like, you know what? That could be like a really cool look if I just feel like I need to neutralize it. One, because it's broken. But, yeah, right? Free money, huh? Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and fill in this crack here. Just so it'll be filled in. And so then whenever I go back to do this, I'm not going to do this one tonight. I'm just doing this to kill a little bit of time because I really couldn't decide if I wanted to do Christmas or I wanted to do Halloween. So I brought in several different things. I should have brought in some more of that stuff. I'll have to bring it in so y'all can see it all. Y'all won't even believe it. I couldn't hardly believe it either. I was like, what the heck? So anyway, it was fun though. It was exciting. So, but then you feel like a real weirdo picking up it's like, you know, someone's probably like, get all this junk out of my garage. And then I'm sitting there like picking it up. So anyway. Okay. Oh Lord. Hi. Okay. Yeah, so I think this would be a good makeover project. But see, now I filled it in, so I think it'll just look a little bit better. Otherwise, it didn't look that good. So anyway, I thought I like totally, you know, scored on that deal. I thought about going back there to see if they put anything else up, but I didn't have time. I had to go to all those games. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. But anyway, here he is. So what do you think? What would you put in there? Like cards or something? What do you think that's for? I don't even know. I'll show you how big it is. It's decent size. There's a Coke can, so pretty good size. Thank you, Leslie. You're so nice. And everyone check out Leslie's channel. If anyone else has a channel, put it on the screen. I don't know who all has channels here. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So that's drying. That's almost dry. So that was my big excitement of yesterday. That's what I was thinking it was for a Christmas card. Yeah, no, I thought about checking it back. Okay, so they're actually, they're also, you know, those townhomes I was telling you about behind my house? They're actually having a garage sale. Garage sale tomorrow. I saw it out there. I saw the signs. I may go out there. But also, my mother-in-law was nice enough to call me like a week or so ago, and she had all this stuff that she wants to get rid of. It's like tables and some antique stuff. She gives me stuff sometimes to put in my booth. Okay, so I think he's cute. Look how cute he is. So look how this fits almost perfectly. Okay, almost perfectly. I'm just kind of seeing how it fits. Isn't that cute though? Okay, so I'll move it down here a little bit. Okay, so we're going to, now I gotta get him out. Okay, let's see here. If y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I do all kinds of thrift flips. I'm about to start heavy on the Christmas. We still got some fall stuff to do. I have one more fall video. Oh, y'all want a sneak peek? Hey there, how you doing? Y'all want a sneak peek? Remember that project I was doing? Hey Claudia, okay, good. I didn't recognize that. We've never recognized that. Claudia puts a lot of great stuff over on the J. Bowen and Company Facebook page. She's always putting really neat ideas and crafts and stuff like that. If y'all haven't checked out the J. Bowen and Company, it's in the description. Free Facebook page is where you guys can talk. You can make friends and share your projects, share your ideas, get inspiration from everyone else. So if you haven't subscribed to that, totally free, you just go to the description over there, and you can hit it'll take you to Facebook, and you can subscribe or whatever. Ooh, are you going? Yeah, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Are you going to that garage sale? And I gotta tell y'all something. My husband told me, don't bring any of that stuff home from his mom's house, but probably gonna come home. Okay, so let me grab something. Y'all remember? Do you remember the recipe holder? The recipe holder I was making last time that was that layered chocolate. I ended up putting some stain and finishing oil in it. Look how it turned out. This is the Scrabble, one of those Scrabble boards. I painted it layered chocolate, and then I went back. This is going to be on the next video. I'm probably going to get this out on Sunday, unless I get it out tomorrow. Who knows? But check that out. Isn't that pretty? This is the oak leaves mold. You could do white wax, but I use the stain and finishing oil just to see how it would look. And then remember the little bowl? I did the same thing. Look at the little bowl. No, you don't share too much. That's the point of it. I want you to, I want y'all to share. I share on here. I don't need to share anymore. I want you guys to share. So you share till your little heart is content. Okay? So anyway, there's that. Thank you. So, so that's going to be on the next video. It's going to be some kind of fall video. So this is already dry, but yes, Luann, if you go to that garage sale, let us know. We all want to know what you got. You can post pictures of what your thrift finds are too. You don't have to just post crafts. I don't care. Post what you're doing. Okay, Bowen, go tell Dad to text Reed right now. He's got a real high notification. Please go tell him. Sorry. So, you know, you guys know my son is in, no, you got to go back there and tell him. My son is in Rome right now in Italy, but he's got type 1 diabetes, and I've gotten a notification that he's really high. So, oh, come on, Luann, you better take a lot of cash. You don't want to have any regrets. I'm a bad influence. Okay, so what we're going to do now that we sprayed that to get the wrinkles out, we're going to take our liquid patina and we're just going to cover this. So you see that brown, that's coffee that got into my, if you're going to do the coffee thing, don't put your brush back in your liquid patina or Mod Podge because it kind of messes that up. So you probably either need to use a separate one or just pour it out into a bowl or a cup or something like that. Okay, so we're just gonna really cover it. You want, see there, I forgot again to do the, did he call, what did you tell him?
I told him to text really slow.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Did he say okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's doing it.
Okay. Okay, yes, he'll be okay. He'll be fine. He just, it's, let's see, it's 5 in the morning there, so really, a high notification isn't as bad as the low notification, in my opinion, because the lows get dangerous like immediately. Okay, so we're just going to try to go to the end, and you're just going to have to be gentle. But it doesn't matter if you get it all to the edge, because we're going to come back with paint, and we're going to paint the edges. We'll paint all the edges like a color, probably black, but you could do green. You do whatever color you want to. Or we could do it like an artist way, where the whole thing looks like a painting. That's kind of fun to do too. Can y'all see this? Yeah, it happens to him all the time. It's night, it's morning. He's been having some lows, but he also has some highs some occasionally. He has more lows than highs, but when he's on vacation, he probably has a high because he had some lows earlier and he drank some Coke, so I'm sure he went high because he had the Coke to counteract the lows. So it's like a y'all, you know, it's like a juggling act. Yeah. Well, that's going to be so much fun at that sale. I'm jealous. But I'm trying to work through my garage because I literally have too much stuff. So I've been trying to work through my garage. Okay, so you see how I'm just smoothing this out? You can use a brayer if you want to, or your hand works just fine as well on something small like this. But you can always go back with the brayer. There's these other methods you can use where you, I don't know, you put the Mod Podge down and then it dries and then you do this ironing thing. I don't have time for that. Okay, especially not on the live. I never think about that method. Some of you guys tell me about that. I literally never think about it until I do this. Okay, but you see how easy that is? It takes a little bit of practice. If you've never done it, you know, I would recommend doing a little strip and then a little strip and a little strip. Isn't that pretty? Thank you so much for praying for him. It scares me. In fact, earlier today, it was about 6:45. He was like a, you know, it's like it was like 65 and then went 44. Scared me to death. So I called my my son, no answer. Call my brother, no answer. Call my sister-in-law, no answer. I just kept on calling until someone finally answered because I was worried. And then my son finally answered, and he's like, "Hey, Mom, I'm fine. No problem." So I was like, okay. I was like, and I asked him, my brother's name is Quentin. I said, "Is Quentin there with you?" That's smart, Luann, but I've never even done that method yet. I know you guys always tell me about it. Okay, but look, how cute is that? You see how easy that is? Y'all don't want to miss out on this. If you're interested in these papers, head over there. I only have a limited number of them because they are out of stock from the company, so I can't even order it anymore. So if you want one, in fact, I should have taken this one off. Well, I'm one short of what actually is on there. Bowen, please go. Bowen, you need to go tell Daddy again to talk to call Reed, because he's very high. Go tell him right now. Come on. Okay. So yeah, isn't that cute though? Okay, so there's that one, and then okay. Whoops. Oh no. Okay. So here's this one. It kind of got, and sometimes the wrinkles will come out. Up, it'll go back down. So you see how fast and easy these two were? This is if you put it on the canvas. This is if you put it on the tray. Okay? And don't forget, I'm not going to let y'all forget.
Dad called him 10 times.
He didn't answer?
He answered one of them.
Okay. Yeah, so evidently my husband got a hold of him. So these are the, I'm sure my mom's calling. There's probably all kind of people calling. But this is the other Christmas one. I have a ton of different Christmas ones, a ton of different Halloween ones. If you don't like Christmas or Halloween, there's tons more. There's the horse ones. Anyway, y'all get the point. Do y'all like seeing these Whymsykel papers? Do y'all like seeing these? If you do, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Let me know if you like seeing the Whymsykel papers. So I'm going to go back with this, and I'm going to just go on top of it, okay? And we're going to seal that in really good, okay? You could cut this, but it's really not going to matter because I'm going to paint over it. So I'm not going to worry with, oops, I'm not going to worry with, I just got liquid patina all on there. Also, I was going to let you know, I've finally put on, I put my aprons on sale. If you want one of these Iron Orchid design aprons, I have some. What I like about these aprons is they're black and they're real thick. They're really nice quality aprons. So if you want one of them, you can pick it up, or you can give it to gift to someone else or for yourself. And then also those stamp envelopes I was telling y'all about last time. I was going to see if I had any over here. Yeah, here's one right here. Here is one of those envelopes. I listed them. I ordered some more, okay? I ordered some more. These are the envelopes. The papers are $12.99, Karen. They're $12.99 a piece. So you can see there'd be $4.25 for each one of these big papers. The whole paper is 21 by 29. So they're a good quality, a good price for what you get. Like that horse table, $12.99, and it makes that table look a lot better. I talked to my husband. He's like, "What? How much are you gonna sell that for?" And if you know my husband, he's always trying to just make me get rid of stuff because he doesn't like clutter or stuff or anything like that. So he suggested I should put that table at $2.99, and he's a cheapskate when it comes to. He's not a cheapskate. He likes expensive things, but he always wants me to sell stuff really cheap. So it really makes it nice. I did another table, a round table. I can't remember if I sold it for $2.25 or $2.75, but people love them. If you put them in your booth or in your house or whatever, they look amazing. You can also make artwork with them. You can put them on cabinet doors. You can put them on front of dressers. Okay, so my son, okay, would you please go get Dad and tell him to come in here? Please, please. Okay, so he's getting hot. I'm sorry, I gotta check on something. Just 1 second, give me a second. Okay, sorry guys, it sounds like your husband. I had to check his Dexcom app real quick. My daughter's gonna call him right now. He's telling me he's okay, but I wanna just call and make sure. Let's see, it's 5:10 in the morning there. But anyway, here I put the Decoupage medium, and did you call him?
I'm calling you.
Okay, he's calling him now. So you see how fast and easy this was? Real fast. In 48 minutes, I did 2 different decoupage plus painted that and painted this too. And did it all on camera. Yeah,
Mom, call you.
Are you okay, Reed? Come, bring it over here. I can't hear him. I'm sorry.
He said it was only 270.
How do you feel? Do you need to do the ketone?
No.
Okay, I love you. Get some sleep.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, he's okay. Okay, so there's that. Okay, let's see here. We can go ahead and do another one of another one of these canvases if y'all want to. Hope you're not bored doing this. Yeah, he's all good. He's all good. He's got one last day in Rome. I don't know what they're doing tomorrow. I think they're having a cooking class. I haven't heard them say they're having. I know they're going to do a cooking class, so they're in Rome. Can you please turn that down? Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, they're in Rome for the last day. Then they come home on Sunday, and I'm excited because I've missed him really bad. I'm so excited for him, but I have missed him really bad. Okay, let's do this little guy right here. Okay, thank y'all so much. Thank you for, I don't mind having someone else call for a second, but he's texting me, the app is going off. It's just, he's just turned 18. So that's why I was like, you know, I get worried about him. So it's like a everyday thing. Every day at all hours, you never know when it might hit, you know. Okay, so I remembered this time, okay? Y'all see that coffee? That's literally coffee in there, but it's gonna be fine for this, it won't matter. Okay, so this is a starter strip. If you just wanna do a starter strip, just do a little bit. You see that coffee stain? Yes, you love taking a cooking class. Yeah, he loves to cook, so I know he's gonna love that. And I have to tell you all about his experience in France. So in France, they went and stayed at, there's a guy named Dave. Well, he was on my last video. If you saw my last video, his name is David. And he met him, he was an exchange student at my sister-in-law's house in St. Louis when they grew up, when they were growing up. And since then, my brother and his wife have met up with him multiple times in France, and they've been to Georgia and the United States multiple times. So I've met him multiple times. And the last day in France, for 2 days, they stayed in Aubenas at his house. And then they went to his aunt's house. Her name is Denise. And she like hosted them for the night. And she's done the same thing with my nephews, my 2 nephews that have gone. My brother and his wife, for the senior trip, they take the kids on a vacation. If you're looking for a vacation, she's a vacation planner. Her company, she plans high-end vacations. It's called Book It Box, but she'll plan the whole thing start to finish for you and she'll do an excellent job. But anyway, they got to go to this lady's house and man's house, and she cooked them this huge meal that lasted from like literally all day till who knows midnight. But they had escargot, pigeon, pate, all kinds of cheeses and all this other stuff, and rabbit. He said they had rabbit for the final, and he's an adventurous eater, so he tried all that stuff. I don't know. And they cooked, we saw the pictures, they cooked the escargot over a fire. Yeah, he said it was really, really cool. So I can't wait for when he gets back to hear more about it. But you know, he's a teenage boy. We'll see how much he tells me. Okay, so, huh? Oh yeah, he's an adult now. Well, is 18? They're an adult, but it's still kind of a teenager. I don't know. Okay, so here you go. I'm just going to go back over here with these brush strokes. Did you see how to do it once you do it with the brush strokes like this? So it was interesting having him go to Europe for the first time by himself. I've taken him 3 times. Oh, just wait until he leaves. Oh, nuh-uh, please, Rachel, no. It's so hard when the baby boys aren't. Yes, I know. Don't even talk about that. I cry like pretty much a couple times, 2-3 times a week about that. I'll just start crying, and he's like, "Mom, what are you crying about?" And I'm like, "I'm just so sad." But that's been going on a little while now. So anyway, I'm not looking forward to him going off. I want him to go off to college, you know, and all that, but I'm still scared. Okay, so let's see where we're at. That is just a little bit wet. That needs a second longer, so we'll finish off the last canvas. He got another high, so that thing is still going off. So here we go. So how are my baby? Where's your son? Where did your son go into the Air Force? Where was he stationed? That would have to be a whole nother level. So you see, you can put these for sale in your booth or in your home or as a gift or whatever. Where did he go into the? Your son is 47. Okay, you probably still feel. I don't know. It just seems like I've just about decided. Do we, as parents, you just worry your whole life, and it just they're born and you worry, and then you just worry from then on. Is that basically what happens? Hey, some rabbit. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. He said it was like, he said the rabbit was like roast. He said it tasted like roast. He said it was, Bowen, sorry. Bowen just said, ooh. Yeah, I guess rabbit's a delicacy, I don't know. So anyway, he said that, here you go. Y'all, please hit that subscribe button for me if you're enjoying this video. That would help my channel out. It shoots this video out to more people so more people can see it. And if y'all watch these videos, it's actually becomes more worth it for me to do it because there's actually people watching it. But either way, I really love having these lives. I have so much fun. Yeah, I think that's what happens once you have a child. You just, it's like worry and then it just keeps going. So it appears to me that no matter what age they are, you worry. It's just what you worry about kind of changes. Things no one tells you about 101, right? Right, I think that's right, Carrie. Okay. Okay, this paper, I didn't notice it in the other ones. This one almost looks like it's paper that's torn up. It almost looks like it's torn up paper, like crumbled up. It's like has a texture back there. These papers look even better once you get them on your artwork or your tray or whatever it is that you're using. I don't know if you can hype alive. Maybe you can once it is like uploaded. I have no idea. And I really don't even know what the hype means, but somehow it helps your video. And, I appreciate y'all if y'all give me those hypes because it, shoots it out to more people and all that. Okay. Are y'all enjoying doing the, watching these Whymsykel papers? What do y'all think? Are y'all enjoying seeing this? I'm sorry I'm having, when you do a live, it's a little different because you don't have the dry time. Like in a regular video, you can just skip right, I can do this tonight, let it dry overnight, and then, there we are the next day, and it will, you don't have to wait. But on lives, when you do some kind of, or I should have put up that a little further and I could have cut off that pumpkin, but I didn't see it. That's all right. So when you're putting these on there, you gotta look because I'm cutting a little pumpkin off. It won't hurt and some leaves, but probably if I'd have been looking, I would have put it up a little bit further. Also, when you're doing these kind of, artwork, look at both sides. Like on that horse, the horse's body goes off on one side and the other side it's just plain. So you want to position the paper. I like to position the paper where I paint the easier side. Okay, Carrie, I think when you hype it, it just gives you more points and somehow YouTube pushes, they must think, oh, that's a good video. So they'll push your video out to more people. Yes, they are very neat and they're very easy to work with. It takes a little bit of a learning curve. I've done a ton of these, and every one of them I've not, especially the big ones. The big ones, they're not hard. It just takes a little bit of practice. These little ones are really easy. I also wanted to show you I didn't bring them in, but I have a few of these smaller decoupage papers from JRV. I just have a few of the Santas left, but I have a whole lot of there's tons of designs. They're on my website. This is not Santa pretty. I have some of these Santas left, and I have there's some other like Christmassy ones, deer and all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, thank you, Luann. So anyway, there's that. Let's put this one to the side. And then we're going to attempt to do this pumpkin. Now, I have never done what I'm about to do. So I've never done that. So we'll see how it does. Okay, so all those are done. All that we have to do now is blend them. We may or may not get to any of that tonight, depending on if it dries, and I'm getting tired already. So we'll see. But let's go ahead and do this one. I've got my heat gun right here. You got to be careful with these kind of paints that have acrylic in them, because you can make it bubble if you hit it too high. I'm just going to hit it real quick and high up. If you do it real quick and high up, it'll dry and it won't bubble. If you go too low, it can bubble. Okay, so like I said, never done this before. Okay, so this is just something fun. I thought, I want to try that. Okay, so this is some spackling. I thought I had another one. Bone, please turn that down. Knox, can y'all hear all that noise? I'm sorry, my kids are, whatever. They're just living. They live here too, so. Okay, so this is some spackling, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to draw a pumpkin with this, okay? And then we're going to maybe put a bow or something like that on there. But I just wanted to do this. This spackle stuff is, okay, see, never done this before, but it's the same concept as drawing. If you feel more comfortable drawing out a pumpkin, you know, go for that. Okay, so we're going to get down here, and we're going to just, like I said, never done this before, but it's pink when you put it on.
Make some food.
How are you hungry, dude? We just literally ate like an hour ago. Okay. It's funny how kids can be hungry that fast. Okay, so I'm using 2 fingers, okay? And it's going to make those ridges. So, you know, I'm going to tell y'all again, you can't mess up a pumpkin, because a pumpkin looks different. I mean, like, there's no, a pumpkin's not perfect. So if you use 2 fingers, you're going to get those nice ridges. So you're just kind of going to go back and forth, and then this middle one is going to be like a section, okay? Okay, so I'm just kind of getting the base layer on here, and then I'm going to go back, or at least that's my plan, and we're going to put some more on there. So this is just regular old spackling. I think that's what it's called. Let me make sure. Yep, spackling. Spackling, okay? Okay. Yeah, I was going to do a Christmas tree too. I'm going to do that on one of my videos. I thought that would be fun to show a Christmas tree. That's what I was going to do tonight, but I thought, you know, y'all might still want to do. Last time I talked to y'all, y'all were still doing a bunch of fall stuff. So I thought I'll do some fall. Are y'all ready? So here's what I need to know. Are y'all ready? Y'all look at me. Are you ready for Christmas? You still on Halloween? Or you want to, every time I see this, I see my hair. Okay. Are you ready for Christmas, Halloween, or fall? What do y'all want to see next? But you could do anything, really. Look, Luann, you can't mess it up. I don't believe it. You just can't. I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. Okay, so you see this pumpkin, how easy it is? If you think you could do this, and you can make the pumpkin fat, skinny. I'm just getting it on here now. I'm gooping it on there so you're not going to be able to see through it. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay. So, I love the Christmas stuff. Okay, good. Thanksgiving. The next one is kind of going to be Thanksgiving. It's going to include that recipe thing, kind of like maybe some deer or something like that. So y'all know that that Spode set that's like all the animals and stuff. I used to collect that set, so I love bringing that out. Yeah, try a Christmas tree. I'm going to do that on another live or maybe a video. Should I do it in the long form video or live? That was my other plan, was to do that. And I have a special surprise with what I'm going to do with it. A certain transfer I'm going to do with it. So y'all stick around for that. But if y'all do it, yes, please show what you do. But you see how easy this is? Do y'all think that you could do this? If you think you could do it, say whatever. Just tell me you can do it. Just put something in the comments. I love seeing y'all's stuff. Okay. Okay, so it's real thick and it's pink. If you've never used this stuff, it's pink. Okay, see there, just it's pink before it dries, and then once it dries, I think even little kids could do this, y'all, because it really doesn't matter. Once it, ooh, wait a second. There's something hard in there. It's like the, okay.
You make yourself some food. There's no food.
Dude, there is cereal, oatmeal, you can get some ice cream, you can make some toast, English muffin, there's a lot of food. Okay, the fall through the, yeah, trees, and that's what I love too. I'm doing a mixture of fall, okay, I guess it takes quite, yeah, it takes it doesn't take that long to dry, but it does take a minute to dry, a few minutes. Okay, so what do y'all think? You think you could do this? You see how easy it was? Now, there's some hard stuff in there. I think it's from where it dried. Okay. And I have a brand new one of these, but I don't think this is the brand new one. But you can go back, and if you want to draw the shapes in it, you can just do that. But if you use, it's like finger paint. See, just if you use the 2 fingers, okay, it's really easy. You can make the grooves. So 1 finger might be a little weird, so use 2 fingers. Okay. That's about it. You could probably keep going however much you want to. Yeah, she does. And you know the thing about Leslie's work and Carrie? No, Karen. Where's Karen? Was she on here earlier? Karen puts the nicest comments. But the thing I like about Leslie's videos, okay, she's got lights, real pretty lights. She's got a coffee cup. It's like beautiful things sitting around. And yeah, I send the one that you saw, but I've seen them on Pinterest too. They're really pretty. I have a whole thing on my, you can follow me on Pinterest, J-Bone and Company. I have a whole, I like to get ideas from there too. But anyway, on Leslie's video, she has these pretty lights and this nice music, and she's going slow, and she just, I mean, it's you could literally take a nice relaxing, it's like going to the spa when you watch her videos. Mine aren't like that. I think mine's a little bit, mine are just not as relaxing as hers. I might need to try to make my videos more relaxing. But I love her style. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all should check it out. Okay, we're going to make a stem now. Now this part, I don't want to mess it up. But you really can't mess it up. Here we go. Okay. What do y'all think? See how easy that was? What do you think? Yeah. See how easy that was? Easy peasy. So easy. And it's really cute. Look at that. It looks kind of lopsided on the camera, but it doesn't really look like that in person, I don't think. But it doesn't really matter. If you want to change it and you're like, oh, that's lopsided, you just add a little bit. It's like, it doesn't matter. That's the good part. But you want to make it thick because you don't want, I don't like when you can see through things. I like, you know, and I've told you all this before, sometimes artists, like especially like beginner type artists, they don't want to put enough product on their page. Okay? Hold up the container. Yes. Okay. Sorry, it takes me a minute to see that. It's just like spackling. You can get it, a little thing of it at the dollar store. You get it at Home Depot, whatever. It's just, can y'all see that? Spackling. It's just that stuff like you fill in nail holes in your whatever, in your wall. Is it DAP? The brand? Oh yes, it is DAP. Yeah, it is. It is. So they have it at I think this is the one, but I don't know. I have like 4 bottles of it out in the garage because sometimes I need it for different things and then I can't find it. Oh Lord, he's high again. Yeah, you can get it at the Dollar Tree. Okay, let me see. Hold on, you guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can get it at the dollar store. It's not as big as this, but you could easily do a little project. You know, they got the little, was it about this size? It's like the size of like yogurt, a yogurt, maybe a little bit bigger than yogurt, but kind of like that size. Not yogurt, but like, about like this, about like the size of this. Here's a Coke can. It's about like that size at the Dollar Tree. That's the size I saw at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so y'all like that? Okay, so what you can do after this, you could put a bow on here. You could write a word. You could put, like a texture around here. There's all kinds of things that you could do, but this is going to have to dry for a while. So, but I wanted y'all to see how easy this is. It's so Carrie, I don't know what it's called, but it's like for your drywall where you fill in holes in your wall, like when you're patching nail holes in your wall. That's all it is. It's at the hardware store. So anyway, there's that. You see how easy that is? So sometimes what I do is I hold this up and I look cute. And then I can take a picture and put it on the front album of my video. Spackling, yeah, spackling. Okay, so there you go. There's that. Easy. Any of y'all can do that. But I am going to wash my hands real quick because I don't have any more wet wipes. I gotta wash my hands and get this stuff. I don't like how it feels once it dries. So y'all hang in there for a second. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Sorry about that.
I'm hungry.
Well, get yourself something to eat. Where are you?
There's nothing to eat.
Yeah, there is. Get you something to eat. Yeah, spackle. I could sing to y'all while she... Please sing. Okay. Okay, so are y'all still having fun? If you're having fun, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so here's the problem. I'll have to entertain y'all with something else because, oh wait, the tray wasn't the first one, was it? It was that other one. Okay, I have a question for y'all guys, I have this, okay? I had this basket in my booth. It didn't sell, it's kind of ugly. I could see why it wouldn't sell. But I had it in my booth. I may keep it and put stuff in it because I can always use a basket to put my supplies in it. What color should I paint this? I can paint it any color in the world. Yeah, glass of wine. Y'all, if I had a glass of wine, I would probably pass out because I'm tired. I'd get real sleepy is what I mean. What color should I paint this basket? I'm thinking in a green color, or I could do it like a neutral, like, you know, prairie gray. That's kind of boring, but it goes well with my house. Did I do anything other than the pumpkin? I did. We've been working on some Mod Podge stuff. Here is the pumpkin. Here you go, Bethany. Here's the pumpkin I did with the Mod Podge. You can with the spackling. You can rewatch that afterwards. But anyway, here you go. You see that? That's it. And then we have been doing some Mod Podge. No, not Mod Podge. Decoupage. Here you go. This is a tray. We put this on the tray, but he's still wet. And then we did 3 different, see this one's still wet too. We might have to just do something else. And maybe finish these at dark green. That's what I was thinking. I actually pulled this Eden color. I've got the Eden or the Salty Kiss. Either a green or something else. Okay, so this is, okay, so just so you know, when it's drying and it's still wet, it will get wrinkles and then mine always like flatten out once it gets dry. So we've got that one and we've got the different ones in various stages. See? Sorry I bend over like that. Every time I watch these again and I bend over, I'm like, oh, that's so cringy. Anyway, here you go. So here's this. I'm like, I look like an old lady when I bend over. Okay, there's that one. It's still got the mud polish. And then there's another one right there. Okay, so let's see what we can do real quick, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll go, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I also have this. See these right here? Yeah, it looks just like a painting. A green next to an open fire with, ooh, that would be really pretty. Okay, yeah, the Monet garden is beautiful too, yeah. I just grabbed some real quick because I was in such a hurry to get on here. I was like, I better get on there. Okay, so you see this bear. Okay, this is the black bear. I picked up like 5 of them. So last year I went to Sonnet's Retreat in Wisconsin, and I bought 5 of these at the Goodwill. They're kind of beat. Can you see that? They kind of look beat up. Now, one of my friends, Melinda, that I met at the Goodwill, told me that I should put hooks in it and make it kind of like a holder or something. So here where I live in Georgia, black bears are around. We have black bears. Two of my booths are in the mountains, and so there are black bears. People sell black bear stuff, but there's literally black bears. So it's not just like hokey or whatever. There's literally black bears. So anyway, I was thinking that they're kind of scratched up. See, they look a little rough. Can y'all see that? I was thinking about making them like the, you know, I love to make the faux brass look, like painting it black and then put brass on it. Should I put little hooks on there or just leave it as a wall hanger? Or what color would y'all recommend painting this? Because it's all scratched up. To me, it looks crap. It looks kind of junky like this, okay? Y'all see that? See the scratches? See that? It's all scratched up. How should I do this? Do y'all think I should do to make some brass? Should I do anything else? I mean, I could do any look. I guess I could make it concrete. It doesn't really make sense. I almost think the brass look would look the best, but y'all let me know what you think. How do you think I should paint this? Y'all let me know. I guess I could go ahead. I brought this little black dress right here. I decoupage, but I'm terrible at it. I can do small prep. I always ruin the larger one. Hooks for keys. See, I think that would be a good idea, don't you think? I was thinking if I painted, I didn't get a great deal on these. They were like $5.99, but I figured I could sell them at a minimum for 20 bucks. That's what I'm thinking. A minimum of 20 bucks and possibly even $25. What do you think? Once they're done and they look really good? I think I've got some little tiny hooks that would be good for keys, but I think that would be cute, and it would be a good, even like a souvenir for people, or people that have cabins, because a lot of people decorate in that mountain style. Could you put a few on a large board and make it into a coat holder? Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea too. I'm trying to think. Like I have some, this one's not that board, like 3 of them would be cute. Wouldn't that be cute? And then put 3 of them in like a hook or something. That's a good idea. See, this is why I get on here, because I love y'all's ideas. I need some more spray. I'm gonna grab my spray real quick. Okay. So did y'all check out I gotta show y'all something. Did y'all check out my last video, my last video was a French country Christmas. White for Christmas, like a polar bear. Oh, that'd be cute too. Yeah, 3 little bears. You can add a mold around the neck. Y'all look, I have more of these balls. I have a whole bunch of these different Christmas balls. These are big. These are like the ones that I did in my video. Here is a Coke can. Here's Mr. Big. Here's a Coke can, and here's this, so you can see how big. With a red, oh, that would be so cute. You can add a mold around the neck. You mean like I think it would be cute, like holly. Wouldn't that be cute? Red, yeah, I think it'd be cute with the holly mold for Christmas. That's a good idea. Then I could put it on because I was thinking, how am I going to put this on a video? It's kind of, I mean, I guess I could, but it's kind of, I don't know, maybe not as appealing to everyone. But I think if I painted it with like you said, the Christmas mold, that would be really cute. That's a good idea. Thank you. So anyway, like I said, I have like 5 of these in my garage. You see, I have so many things I could make over. I don't ever have to go thrifting for like another year, probably 2 years. And I would have plenty of projects. Because I pick up things like this, like cutouts. I know I have some flower pot cutouts. I've got a number of cutting boards. I've got just boards I can cut up, crates, boxes. Probably like you guys. If you're like me, you probably get have too much stuff. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and paint this black. I need to get another one of these popsicle sticks. We'll just do this one black to begin. Ooh, that's kind of, I think last time I used this one, I put like the edges. If you could see this stuff, check this. Oh, Leslie, I don't believe it. I don't believe you have anything in your craft room. It's probably all tidy. My garage is not tidy. You are not alone. Thank you, Claudia. Well, you know, we've got plenty of projects. You know, you don't ever want to run out on projects. So we're going to, I think what we're going to do, this one, we're going to paint it black. Just refresh him. That's going to be a nice change in him to begin with.
In him.
Well, he looks like a boy to me. Do you think this looks like a boy bear, Knox? Huh?
I can't see.
Okay, Knox is hungry. He decided on some ice cream. No, what? Don't paint him? What are you saying no to? I'm going to paint him. I've got 5 more of these. We're going to paint him black and we're going to make him brass. Look like that brass look, because brass is really popular right now and I love brass or gold. So we're just going to paint him black. And then what are you saying no, but, oh, hi, Knox. I don't know what you're saying. No, she says hi. Leslie says hi. What do you say? Say hello. Oh, he's waving hi. Oh, he's shy today. Oh, your craft room being clean. Yeah, okay. I thought you were mad because I was painting this bear, and I'm like, this bear. I'm like, what? Did I offend you? I hope not. Okay, y'all, no joke, this bear. See, this is the kind of stuff that wears me out. It took like 3 seconds to do it. And I sat there and I've looked at this. This has been in my garage for a year. I could have done these bears. 1 year. But no, do I do them? Nope. Just walk by them every day and say, what should I do with those bears? Now here y'all are. I should have just gotten them here and I get a bunch of good ideas. Okay. There you go. So anyway, he already looks a lot better. And he cute. Look at that. So cute. He's so cute. Okay. Yeah, with the little keys, it would be so cute. But I paid $5.99. Like I said, it wasn't a steal, but I saw them and I thought they're so cute. They'll definitely sell in the, with the green pine molds around his neck. That would be so cute. I may save one for a video and do one on, I only have this one out right now. Okay, I've got to put this somewhere so he can dry. What kind of ice cream are you getting? Cookies and cream. So the other day when I was on the live, I told you my husband took him to get some ice cream, and they came back with these pints from Kilwin's. Doesn't he already look better? I know, I'm telling you. But he'll look so cute. And then I had bought off of Amazon probably like 2 years ago these little bitty hooks. They're little bitty metal black hooks, and I think I could put 3 or 4 little hooks across the bottom or the middle or something. And yeah, I think they'd be really cute for keys or whatever someone wants to hang up in their, wherever they want to, in their little cabin or whatever. Now I have to. Uh-oh, you had a black bear. Tell Luann, remind me where you live again. Yeah, black bears. The thing about black bears, if you've never seen one in person, they are so black. It's the weirdest thing. When you see them in the woods, we used to live like in the mountains. They're like as black as this. It's really weird looking. So stay safe, Luann. Okay. So we got that one painted. Now we're going to take a look and see if that one is dry. It's pretty close to being dry. Okay, it's pretty close to being dry. I'm going to see. I have one of these boxes right here. That Connecticut. Okay, you've got a large population. Okay, well, stay safe. I don't have all the colors. Okay, so this is one of these DIY paint boxes. Let me see if I have enough colors So this is a DIY paint box. This is the Mixologist Kit. If you don't have it, there's two different kits. One is what I call the original colors, and then the other one kind of has the bright colors. We have black bears, grizzlies, and polar, but well, my goodness, you're in bear country. You're in Canada, huh? The scenes in the globe molds, add it to the middle, and dry brush gold. That would be cool. Kangaroos, email. Well, my goodness, y'all have everything there.
Let me see if it has nuts.
Okay. So Knox over here, you want to say hi or no? No, he don't want to say hi. He's right here. You can barely see him. He has a peanut and tree nut out. I'm telling you, there's something. Okay. There's no nuts in there. You'll be all right. You can have some of that. So he has a peanut allergy, so we always have to check everything, peanuts and tree nuts. So we're always checking for that. Okay, so we're gonna just take a few colors. I'm gonna show you how you can do this with a few colors. That's a black, that's a blue. Could put a little orange in there, a little red, maybe even a little yellow. I don't think we need green. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go ahead. I gotta move all this stuff. You know, this was almost cleaned out. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all are like kangaroos, emus, wombat. I mean, my goodness, all kind of bears. Y'all you better just stay inside and craft. You don't want to get attacked. Okay, so this is a little bit. Look. Here's another way to let it dry fast. You just rub it in like that. That's what I do. When I'm ready for it to dry, I just rub it in. See there, it works. It works like magic. And then as this dries overnight, it'll flatten out. Yeah, okay. Okay, so here, are y'all ready to do a little blending? Blending is my favorite part. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. I believe this is Carnival Red. Okay, moose are too. Well, you got all kinds of things. This is Carnival Red. I like y'all talking. This is fun. If you've not joined the Facebook group, you're missing out. You could all make friends over on the J. Bowen and Company Creative Group. And, okay, I'm so glad I decided to do this. Literally, I was telling my husband, should I do a live or just go to bed? So this is fun. I'm glad we decided to do this. I hope you're having fun. So we're just going to take, these are all colors from that, I think this one feels almost, this one's empty, so we don't have any of that left in this one. But I can get some, let's see what's over here. This is the other kit, the second kit, the summer kit. Let's see if I don't even remember what colors are in this, if there's a yellow or not. Oops. Aha. That yellow's stuck down. Goodness. It's like, oh my goodness, it's almost like glue got in there, and I gotta get something to get this out. Okay, I'm gonna get a pen or something, and that is stuck to that box. Well, we might not need a yellow. We're gonna pass on the yellow for a second. Okay. A deer cane. Good grief, Leslie, a deer and a cougar. You people, my biggest danger around here where I live, we do have deer right here, but just random people. Y'all are dealing with, y'all are like fighting animals. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna take, you see how this is kind of purple? Can y'all see what colors are in here? I want you to see this. You've got purples, oranges, some whites, but along the edges it's mainly like blacks and browns. So when I go to mix, I just look and see what colors are in here. I see some browns, purples, whatever. So the first layer you're gonna wanna put, DIY paint's really good for this because you can make it thick, okay? So I already got some of that black on my brush. I'm just gonna dip and mix, and we're just gonna pounce it, okay? We're gonna pounce it. Can y'all see that all right? In a tint, okay, and you can mix it with the different colors, and you can make purple right there with the red. Y'all know red and blue make purple, okay? And you're gonna have to put, I usually put several layers. The first layer is just like a base layer, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, you know what we gotta do too? I forgot to do, dang it. I forgot to use my block, my sander block. Where's my sander block? I got a little ahead of myself. Oh, what did I do with my sanding block? I can't remember if I took it outside. It's in a, okay. You know, I start putting all this stuff out, and let's see. So I skipped a step. I forgot. You got to sand it down. It's just still, so you just want to sand it down in a downward motion. Oh, is that at your deer count, Leslie? Was that at your deer count? Okay. Okay, here we go. You're just going to sand it down, and then it's just going to come off like this. It, like if you were doing it on a table, it'll give you a nice sharp edge. But you see how easy this is? I think I mentioned it before, but if you're interested in any of these products that you see, you can find them on my website. No, I don't have that spackling. You can get that at a hardware store, Amazon or whatever. Okay, but you're just going to kind of sand it in a downward motion. It's a little bit of a mess because of that wet paint. Are y'all enjoying this live? I hope you're enjoying this live. So we're just going to go around, you know, there's different ways to do this. There's no right or wrong way. I just have different colors already on my brush. So we're just going to go around the edges, okay? You're probably going to need to put 2 coats because I don't like any white to show through my canvas. Looks better when it didn't have any white. But you can just mix the whatever color you want to get different colors. I'm not even really looking what's on the other side. It's just dark. I know it's a dark. See right there, it's coming up a little bit. So when I go back for my final coat, at the end, after you get all the paint on there, you have to put an extra coat of your decoupage medium, and I'm using liquid patina. Okay. So, and this doesn't even matter if anything gets on there. You can just wipe it away because this is DIY paint. It has to be, you can wipe it away with a, hello Adrian, how are you doing? Silicone sock I have for the pumpkin. It doesn't, yeah, silicone caulk would probably work just as well. I got too much red. I need some more of that purple or the blue in there to make the purple color. But it'll be fine because like I said, this is only the first coat. You'll need a couple of coats. See, it's kind of like a dark red plum color, but I'll go back with a darker color in a minute or some more blue or whatever, and it'll just blend in just fine. I'm just going around the edges here. Yeah, I think that would work. The caulk would work just, you have to be careful. Caulk will work just fine too. Okay, so here, we're just going around the edges like that. Okay. The only thing that's a little hard with DIY paint when you're doing this, the only downside of using DIY paint is, of course, it looks fine when you're painting it, right? But when it dries slightly different color. And then when you put the sealer on, it's going to darken it up a little bit. So you see how there's really no right or wrong way. Like if you want it, you can go around it. You can do kind of like a halo effect, or you can try to match it up perfect. It really doesn't matter. I'm just kind of pouncing it here. But like if you wanted to say, hey, I want to add a little bit of orange and lighten it up, you just add a little bit of orange, you know. If I had a green, which I do, you could just add a little bit of green. Like you could just add a little bit of green to make turquoise. Thank you. I have a lot of practice at this because I've been painting, you know, my whole life. And as a bunch of you know, I have a degree in studio art and painting, but way before I went to college or whatever, I've been painting. So this is nothing new to me. It's very easy for me. But like I said, this is another thing you can't mess up. Every one of us in this room, you know, or on this video could do this and come out with different results, and they would probably all look good, okay? So it really doesn't matter. So earlier today, but see how it starts to look? It looks like a painting. Thank you, Claudia. You see how easy that, oops, how easy that is? Do y'all like how that turned out? That's only one layer. See how easy that is? And it just looks good, and it's very easy. I'm gonna grab those mushroom ones I did today. I'm gonna show y'all what those look like. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab them. They're right in this other room. I have them ready to go to my booth. Okay, guys, I'm coming back. Ouch, I'm coming back with these mushroom ones. I did these. These are the same type canvases. These are the same type canvases, okay? But these are the mushroom ones. Have y'all seen these fall mushrooms? I featured them on one of my videos. My friend Bailey with Reclaim Grace bought some of these papers and she put them on something. A lot of you guys have purchased those from me. I ended up buying the last that were in stock with the company because I thought y'all would love these. So, thank you so much. So anyway, these are just those papers. I did it up at the top. You can see, I finished these today. You can see I did a little reel on YouTube showing this. But then after I painted it, can y'all see? I went back and I splatter painted it. You see the splatter paint? I don't know if y'all can see that. But that kind of makes it look more cohesive too. You see that? So anyway, these are fun too. If you like to do small projects, look on my website. Quite a few of the Whimsykel papers, you know, have like multiple pictures. If you want something bigger, like for the front of your dresser or on a table or a big canvas, you can get the big papers. And the cool thing about them is that you can make a huge, really cool painting. I've got some new Christmas ones that are coming. Oh, I've got to show y'all one more thing. I'm going to show y'all something. I've not put these, no, I don't know. Can I ask you what you sell? Yeah, they're $12.99, $12.99 US dollar. So they're a good price, I think. I want to show y'all something else. I've not put them all up on my website. I bought these a while ago. I want to show you something. You don't want to miss out on these. Let me grab this real quick, and I'll be right back. They're in my garage. I got to grab them. I'm not sure where they are. Okay, that was a bust. I don't know where they are, but I have some other papers that I want to show you. I have some other papers, sorry about that, that I want to show you. So they're papers, they're about 2 feet by, I don't know, I can't remember the size, but they're smaller than these. And I have some of that graceful, it's called Yuletide Steed. It is a horse, and it is beautiful. It's a horse with like Christmas like stuff in its mane. It is so pretty. I haven't featured that one. I have them on my website for sale though, and I don't know where those papers are. I have to show you all those another time. I don't know if they're in my, I just don't remember where I put those papers, but I have a whole envelope of those. So anyway, I was going to show you all that. But look, this is basically all you do is you just paint this, and then when it's done, after you get it however you want to, all you're going to do is seal it with some liquid patina again, or whatever top coat you want to put on there, and that's it. And you see how it went from a piece of paper to this beautiful piece of art. Now, I put on the mushrooms $29.99 on those. I could probably get a little bit more, like maybe $35, but I thought that was a fair price. Now these could get a little bit more because people love dogs. They just do. They love animals and stuff like that. So they love the mushrooms too. I think I could get $34.99. What do y'all think? Maybe even more depending on where you are. I think that's the top that I would put because they're, you know, they're Halloween and I want them to move. But anyway, aren't those cute? I think they're so cute. And then we'll go back to this one. And I might do these on another live or who knows what. I don't feel like doing it tonight. But here is this tray. So it'd be really easy to do this one. You could do several things. I'm just going to give you some idea real quick. You could paint it all black and just call it a day. Or you could extend the green all around here and then the black all around here. And then the tray looks like a complete work of art. Okay? So you understand? You could put whatever one solid color, or you could just blend and it would be a complete work of art. Now, I did some trays. I did a video, a collaboration video with Debbie and from DIY Paint, and I did it was like a beach theme, and one of the trays was like this, about this size. It was a seagull scene, and I did the same thing where I made the whole thing look like a work of art. If you haven't seen that video, you should check it out. It was called, I can't remember what that video was called, but it was several back, and it was like a sea themed video, like a, what did I call it? I don't even remember what I called it. But you can go check that out. You would like that. If you're interested in seeing more of the decoupage projects, you can go to my page, my website. No, wrong. You can go to my playlist. Thank you, Leslie. I'm glad you like. You can go to my playlist, and there's a whole playlist of decoupage, like Whymsykel decoupage papers, and y'all can do that. But if you're interested in any of these, I suggest you go over there. I only have a very limited number of these. I've got a limited number of the Christmas ones. I've got some new ones coming. I'll probably list them tomorrow. But if you are interested in any of these supplies, paints, products, papers, IOD, whatever, y'all go over there and check it out. I'm so happy that you joined me here tonight. I hope you had fun. If you haven't watched the video from the start, you can watch it from the start. And if you're in the mood for more thrift flip videos, more art projects, y'all take a look at my channel. I'm thinking about eventually trying to do a set video on Good Night, Luann, on a Sunday night live. Friday nights are pretty good for me. Saturday nights are pretty good. Sunday nights, the weeknights horrible unless everyone's in bed. But anyway, if you're interested in seeing more, y'all stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Good night, everyone. Love you all, and I really appreciate you all. Have a great night.